Trip to Washington, D.C.
A new play makes its way to Eastern.
And the celebration of International Mother Language Day. Tonight's edition of ETV News starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the February 22nd edition of ETV News. I'm Wyatt Cody.
And I'm Zoe Calhoun. Thank you for joining us.
During this past President's Day weekend, Eastern students had the chance to take a trip to Washington, D.C. The Eastern University Residential Outreach Council, known as UROC, sponsored this trip to our nation's capital. The visit consisted of a 2-night, 3-day trip where students visited numerous locations, including the Botanical Gardens, Martin Luther King Jr.'s Memorial, the Washington Monument, and even the Capitol. The students had the freedom to visit museums of their choice. Some went to the Museum of Illusion or the Museum of Women in Arts. The president of UROC, Eliza Odom, quoted, "It was a great time visiting sites around the city with friends, finding places to eat, and staying at a beautiful hotel. To stay informed on upcoming UROC events and trips, be sure to follow their Instagram at UROC_ECSU.
Galentine's Day, which takes place on February 13th, is all about celebrating the friends you love. A celebration put on by the Campus Activity Board was set to take place until a snowstorm foiled those plans. Reporter Nicholas Walsh checked out the rescheduled event to get the details.
We're here outside the Student Center Cafe where the Women's Center and CAB have joined forces to throw their second annual Galentine's Day event. Let's go check it out. Hosting over 100 students throughout the evening, CAB's Galentine's Day event was a night of sweet treats and refreshing drinks. Featuring comedian Mary Santora, students could sit back and enjoy a night of comedy after a long day of class, or take pictures at CAB's signature photo booth with a bunch of fun props. But just what is Galentine's Day about? We spoke with CAB member and event coordinator Amanda Roble to ask exactly that.
During Valentine's Day, I feel like it's easy to overlook like that, we're celebrating all love, not just, being in a relationship, people who are dating. And I feel like a lot of people do get sad around Valentine's Day because of that fact, and I feel like this is just more promoting like self-love.
Originally meant to be held on the 13th of February, the event sadly had to be postponed due to bad weather. Despite the inconvenience, CAB was able to recover and host the event only a week later. We asked Amanda just how CAB was able to pull this off despite so many moving parts.
It was a surprise, but we're very coordinated, especially in student activities, so it was very easy to contact everyone, being like, hey, it's moved to next week. So, everybody was actually very good sports about it, because I had to make sure that everybody was still able to work for this week, and we just haven't had any problems really, and our performer had no problem coming in the next week, so it really worked out very well.
To keep up to date on information regarding future events, you can follow CAB on Instagram at CAB.
Thanks, Nick. This just goes to show that you can celebrate your friends any day of the year, not just on the 13th.
This Wednesday, Eastern's Intercultural Center held the celebration of International Mother Language Day in the Student Center Cafe. The annual holiday was recognized in 1999 by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization to commemorate the brave individuals who fought for the recognition of the Bangla language. Here at Eastern, it is a way to acknowledge and celebrate the diverse languages and backgrounds of Eastern students. The event included language-based trivia, music, informational displays, and games from a variety of cultures, including Hawaiian, French, and Hindi, and more. Students could also try treats from other countries, put a pin in their country of origin on a large map, and write their thoughts about their mother language. For more events like this, follow Intercultural Center on the Instagram at Eastern_IC.
Eastern announced the opening of an on-campus thrift store last semester that is available to all students. Reporter Brendan Lasbury visited the store to find out more.
Hello there, Eastern. I'm Brendan Lasbury, and ETV News is here to take a look today at Eastern's new thrift shop that has just opened up, called Thrift Warriors. Let's take a look inside and see what we can find.
On February 1st, Eastern's new thrift store, Thrift Warriors, opened up in Winthrop Hall. The store, led by the Institute for Sustainability, allows students to donate used items such as clothes, dining utensils, board games, and more, allowing other students on campus to make use of these items free of charge. The store employs students, including Odie Balan, who we spoke to ask on how the store operates, and she had this to say.
We just welcome in any clothes or new, old in good condition. Anything that anybody want to get rid of or they want to give back to the community, and we accept it here. And it's somewhere like you can find any season you want, anything you're looking for, or just a quick change if you had an accident on campus, or just you don't like your outfit that day, you can just come in. And it's not just clothes, it's like necessities, women care for yourself, decorations, anything. And we just welcome them in, and students can just walk in. It's completely free, and they can just, find things to their liking.
Thrift Warriors is Eastern's next step in helping Eastern students increase their sustainability on campus. We asked Odie what makes sustainability so important.
Like when I look at videos online and I see like tons of trash that are being thrown away, like where are we putting these stuff? Like that's always like a question in my head. Where are we putting them? Like we can't just dump them into space and forget about them. And also we don't have like an infinite loop. We're just throwing them in. Like they're always gonna be there, and soon we're gonna run out of space. So I feel like why not reusing them? And also there's people in poor places that are just like something, you don't even want to wear the clothes that day, or you're throwing it out. There's someone that needs it, like, so just why not reuse it?
If you want to stop by and see what the store is doing to help increase sustainability, or if you would just like to go and thrift shop here on campus, you can come by when the store opens up. The store is open between Tuesday through Thursdays, Tuesdays being from 12 to 4, Wednesdays from 10 to 2, and Thursdays from 3 to 7 over in room 100 of Winthrop Hall.
Well, there you have it. There's a quick look at the new thrift store here at Eastern. For any more information on the store, you can go to Eastern's website, easternct.edu. That's all from us. I'm Brendan Lasbury, here with Nick Walsh. Guys, back to you in the studio.
It's great to see something so beneficial for both students and the environment opening on campus. Be sure to go check out the Thrift Warriors store in Winthrop Hall.
Fans of theater should look out for the ECSU Communication, Film and Theater Department and Drama Society's production of Blithe Spirit, the first stage production of the spring semester. This rendition of the play, originally written in the 1940s by English playwright Noel Coward, is being directed by Professor J.J. Cobb. It is set in the hinterlands of Connecticut, where a struggling author recruits a clairvoyant to conduct a seance in hopes of curing his writer's block. Cobb says, quote, "We have some extraordinarily talented folks in the program right now, and though I've had them in various classes, we haven't had the chance to work together on a full show as of yet. There are quite a few ghostly surprises sprinkled throughout the show, and the final scene is really gangbusters." Unquote. Students can reserve their free tickets to the show, which premieres next Tuesday, February 27th, by visiting the Theater and Performance Media homepage on the Eastern website.
There's nothing better than having the day off from school because of a snow day. As you know, Eastern students experienced that luxury not too long ago. Reporter Andrew Melia stopped by the Student Center to ask students what their favorite snow day activity is. Let's take a look.
A week ago, Eastern Connecticut had a big snowstorm which canceled the classes entirely. Students around campus found a way to have fun on that day, so we asked them what their favorite thing to do in the snow is.
Probably just chill and watch Netflix.
Probably go outside, build a snowman, and have fun with my friends.
My favorite snow day activity is actually staying indoors where it's nice and warm and just watching the snow from my window, because it sucks. Snow sucks.
Well, when there is snow, I really like to go tubing. I used to live in Vermont, so I never knew how to ski, but I used to love to sled.
Sleep. Lay in bed, watch Netflix.
Me personally like to stay inside and just watch TV all day. That's just me.
Personally, I like to find a ton of random objects to go sledding with.
My favorite activity to do on a snow day is relax with my roommates and watch Glee.
Probably go sledding down Ackham. Sometimes we go snowboarding too. It's a lot of fun.
Well, there you have it, folks. I also like to build snowmen, go sledding, and watch TV on a snow day, which is what I did. This is Andrew Melia signing off. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Andrew. This past snow day, I stayed inside my dorm and watched a few movies.
Coming up next, music history in the books, a soccer season you won't want to miss, and how electric vehicles can save lives. This and more coming to you after the break.
I was just staring.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. Soccer fans are going to be expected to pay up this coming season if they want to see what Messi Mania is all about. The Major League Soccer season kicked off yesterday with Messi's Inter Miami team facing the Real Salt Lake. This started the soccer legend's first full season with Miami after joining the team late into the season last year. The average price for a ticket to a game is around $185. Last year, tickets were just $27. This means there was a 585% hike in prices. Miami ended up securing the win with a final score of 2-0.
Beyonce has made music history yet again after her new song, Texas Hold'em, debuted in the top spot of the Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart. This achievement makes her the first woman to have topped both the Hot Country and Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart since the last began in 1958. 16 Carriages, another single off her upcoming country album, is ranked at number 9 on the chart. The singer announced she would be releasing a new album during Super Bowl 58 and dropped both songs that same night. Her new album is set to be released on March 29th.
A recent boom in U.S. productivity may be the reason why inflation has slowed down in the economy. Productivity is measured by dividing all goods and services produced in the economy by every hour people worked. If it is strong, then that means the economy is more productive. The Labor Department released data detailing a 2.7% increase in the productivity in the fourth quarter from a year earlier. This is above average increase in the past 2 decades. Also, higher levels of productivity mean higher wage growth for workers.
The American Lung Association is showing how electric vehicles can actually save children's lives across the United States. This comes from a report published on Monday saying that millions of children would be able to breathe easier if the nation's power grid depended on clean energy. This, in part, would happen when the drivers make the switch to zero-emission vehicles. It was estimated that by the year 2050, these changes could result in millions of fewer pediatric asthma attacks, less upper and lower respiratory symptoms, and 150,000 less acute bronchitis cases. The research comes from a larger American Lung Association report that said a big push for zero-emission vehicles could save the U.S. more than $1 trillion in health benefits by 2050.
John, Paul, Ringo, and George are all hitting the big screen. Variety reports that 4 scripted movies about the Beatles are in the works. Directed by Sam Mendes, each film will be from one member's point of view. The movies will all intersect and will build up to the band's 1970 breakup. Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and the families of the late George Harrison and John Lennon have granted permission to use their full life stories and music rights in the film. Sony Pictures Entertainment is financing the productions. The films are scheduled to be released in 2027.
You no longer have to choose between ordering pizza or chicken wings, thanks to KFC's Zicha is being added to the restaurant's menu nationwide starting this Monday. This pizza-inspired meal features 2 white meat fried chicken fillets topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni. You can order the new menu item on its own, or you can opt to make it a combo. KFC is also offering the option to order half a chizza as well, so you go treat yourself to a chizza next week.
Coming up, Brendan Lasbury joins us to give an update on Eastern Athletics. Don't go anywhere.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Thanks for sticking with us. Let's check in with Brendan to see what is going on around Eastern Athletics this week.
Welcome back to another week of Eastern Athletics Recap. I'm Brendan Lasbury. LEC tournament matches have been in full swing for our Warriors teams, so let's go over everything that's happened this past week. Starting off, men's lacrosse opened up their season with a road win against Gordon College 10-9. New men's head coach Craig Gibson managed to secure his first ever head coaching victory after having spent 4 years as Fairfield University associate head coach, when his team managed to score the winner with 38 seconds left after a goal from Andrew Pendergast created by a turnover from Cody Brown. First-year goalie Gregory Helinski turned back 12 shots in the win, with Bryson Kennedy earning 4 points on the day alongside Pendergast 4 as well. The Warriors will travel to Curry College on Wednesday before having their home opener on March 19th against Roger Williams University. Track and field traveled to their LEC tournament this week on Saturday, going to the University of Southern Maine to compete. The men's team earned a second-place victory out of 8 teams, earning 123 points in total, with top 4 finishes by Adam Schlefmanting in the 55-meter hurdles, Corey Bill in the 600 meters, Kyle Yasuda in the 200-meter, and in the 4x400 relay. For the women's, they finished 6 out of 8 teams, earning 60 points in total with a first-place finish by Lacey Davis in the triple jump. Both teams will travel to Boston on Sunday for the New England Division III Championships. Good luck to both teams. Women's basketball hosted Keene State College at home for the round 1 of the LEC playoff tournament, where they were able to grab a come-from-behind victory against the Owls to move on to the next round of the LEC playoff matches. The game was an incredibly tight defensive affair that ended 43-38. Eastern came into the game as the number 4 seed, narrowly earning the seeding after having lost to Keene at home a few weeks ago. The Warriors struggled for most of the game, trailing by 7 with 4 minutes left in the game. However, the Warriors staged a 12-0 comeback led by Taylor Salato's 6 points, 1 steal and rebound, as well as contributions from Kaya Mayo and Nieva Clark to win 4 out of their last 5 first-round LEC playoff games. After the game, ETV Sports reporter Cameron Darcy caught up with Salato, named player of the game, to talk about the team's performance and how they rallied back.
With Taylor Salato, a couple clutch moments there late in the game for this big win against the Owls of Keene State here. Moving forward in the playoffs, you guys were trailing most of that game. What was so difficult out there to work with from the Keene State Owls?
They're just a tough team, always looking to shoot the ball, so getting over ball screens is a big thing for us today. It's very, very difficult to do that. They said a lot of them. So I think that was our game plan going into it. We have to learn how to defend the ball screens, and we did do that today.
Definitely a close game throughout. Definitely a fight to the finish. Last matchup, or maybe not last matchup, but earlier in the season against Keene State, you put up almost 20 more points, and you still had a great impact out there today. But what do you think the key was for you guys out there today? Because the points were more spread across the board.
Yeah, the first time we played them was completely different from the last 2 times. They definitely know they pack the paint. We work on the inside a lot, so it was just a key for us to get some outside shots, and we had some big moments from some key players out there. So it was just that, and they defend the ball pretty well, and they definitely learned from us just like we learned from them the past 2 games.
That's right. The Owls, they just took on Rhode Island College, who you guys are now going to be facing next in this next round of the playoffs. I know it's still early, and you're barely thinking about next game. You just finished this one, but any idea kind of the game plan heading in there?
Yeah, definitely. Just having that warrior mentality and going out there and playing hard like we know we do for 40 minutes, and we'll have the outcome that we want.
All right, definitely. Good luck in that matchup later on. Thanks for the time, and congratulations on your win today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, we're going to close things off here at Geisler Gymnasium. Great basketball season we're finishing up here. Good win from the Warriors. That's it for me down here on the sideline in Lily's Conference Network.
The team is on the road tonight and will play the number 3 team in the nation, Division III College, and the number 1 seed in the LEC, Rhode Island College, in their next playoff matchup. Good luck to them. The men's and women's swim and dive team traveled to Wellesley, Massachusetts on Thursday to compete in a 3-day-long LEC Swim and Dive Championship. Starting off for the men's team, they were able to finish second in a group of 5 teams, only losing out to Bridgewater State University after putting up a total of 836 points. Some notable performances include Jill Sylvester winning both the 500 and 100-yard freestyle in both the LEC program record fashion. Nico Iannucci in the 100 freestyle and Sam Hurlbutt in the 200 breaststroke contributed to the team's success as well, as Connor Rago and Ben Diadario having great performances in the 100 medley and the 200 freestyle. In total, the Eastern swimmers earned all LEC honors with top 3 finishes 36 times, 16 individual and 20 relays. For the women's team, history was made in Massachusetts as the team came out LEC Swim and Dive champions. This is the first win for the women's program, ending their rivals Keene State College's 16-year reign. They were able to grab victory over 9 other teams, grabbing 805 points over the 3 days. Top performances included Maya Brody, who won her 5th individual title in 3 years by repeating as the 50 freestyle champion, Natasha Frisch winning the 100 individual medley, Allison Ronan winning the 50 backstroke, and Lindsay Weaver earning the win in the 100 butterfly. Weaver also broke a program record in the 50 butterfly. The team managed to break a program record in the 200 medley relay. As for their coach, Sari Gluz took home Women's Coach of the Year. In all, Eastern earned top LEC honors 34 times, 16 individual and 16 relays. Congrats to the ladies team on their victory, and congrats to our ETV staff members on the team, Emily Madden, Hannah Lasbury, and Kaylee Roberts. As the season wraps up for our winter sports, I'd like to give a final congratulations to all our other teams on their achievements from this year. Stay tuned for even more updates on athletics as spring sports are underway. To keep up to date on all things Warriors athletics, Follow us on social media at EasternCT_athletics and check out our website, GoWarriorsAthletics.com. As always, all of our live streams are brought to you by Huddle. That's it for sports this week. I'm Brendan Lasbury. Wyatt and Zoe, back to you.
Thanks for the update, Brendan. That wraps up tonight's edition of ETV News. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From Director Hannah Lasbury, producer Kaylee Roberts, and the entire ETV News staff, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Zoe Calhoun.
And I'm Wyatt Cody. We'll see you next week, Eastern.